We've arrived, campers. Camp Miller, YMCA Park. The annual Winter Camping Symposium. I'll be here with Leigh and Ricky. Remember them? They're part of the usual suspects. Should be a good weekend. Yep. Leigh just chopped down the forest. Look at that. Nice. Okay. I can't believe the colors today. Now that Leigh gathered his sticks, he's now burning the forest to the ground.
Never
again.
let George be in charge of the fire.
It's all the alcohol in the breath. Morning, campers. Coffee outside Ricky's place this morning. He's got the best fire pit, so we all hang out there. But I've been banished from the tent. I'm not allowed to go in the tent, so I sit outside and drink my coffee. Beautiful day. Sun is coming up at the Winter Symposium, Camp Miller by Sturgeon Lake in Minnesota. This is a symposium they do every year, and Leigh and I come up. Ricky and his wife came up. Leigh's family will be coming up later, and we'll go and hang out with a bunch of other people that apparently like to camp in winter. Always a good time. So I'm going to finish my coffee and then go and harass them in the tent. And we have Ricky doing his thing. He's in charge of making breakfast. He's supervising. Beautiful day. Look at that. Look at these trees. Very cool place. I'm further that way, and Leigh is on the other side of the whole thing. But Leigh, every year, they do the t-shirt thing where they screen printing, and they come up with a new logo for the trip every year, and people go there and make their t-shirts, and so they have t-shirts to remind them of the trip for the year. Pretty cool. Today, plan on going to the X talk. Kurt, I don't know if you saw the last one I did. He was the guy that took the pictures of me at the fireplace last year. And he's an axe guy, very good with an axe. And he gives a talk every year, so I'm going to go to that. That's always a good time. I might do some spoon carving tomorrow as well. So we'll see what happens. Always a good time here. And of course, we'll go on a walkabout. That's a given. Ricky making firewood. Leigh has been trying to start this fire for the past 4 hours. Apparently breakfast will be lunch.
Well, you don't like bacon?
For breakfast or for lunch? It's bacon. Who cares what meal it is, right?
Correct.
This is Ricky's tent. It's pretty cool. You can even use it with a hammock. Very cool. Ricky's boss is in bed. She gets breakfast in bed.
Correct.
Some champions.
Oh, that's how you sleep so well. Wakes up when you get cold. Wake up, warm up with a quick sip, go back to bed. Do you notice it's right next to the bed, right? If you're waiting for Ricky to make the wood, we're going to be here a while. Uh-oh, here he comes. falling down. Don't do that. Okay, so we're going to walk about. All of us are ready. Look at those colors. And then they're there as well. So we're going to walk about first thing in the morning. So, the shock and horror, Leigh got us lost.
I think this is starting to look familiar.
I think you're right, at the bridge on the other side.
Yeah.
Because we crossed that, didn't we?
Yeah, let's
think
double
last time.
back.
Yeah. Look at this. Nice and foggy. Great.
I promised the bog. Oh, we got a little bit lost, but right through here, I swear this is a trail. I mean, it doesn't really look like a trail, but just don't worry, trust me, Joel.
Oh, I've heard that before.
Yeah, I swear, this is a trail.
Oh, well, boardwalk. I got it. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm not crazy.
Yeah, you are. Lucky guess. Oh,
Look at that.
look at that. That's cool. Tamarack. Huh. Big step.
Big squishy stuff.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, don't go any further. Sorry, you'll sneak in.
Now he tells us.
Nah.
Golden. There's
Yeah.
still a little green here.
But it's been like that this year though, hasn't it?
Look at this. The mist.
Yeah.
It's fantastic light.
So Leigh and I came here last year and we found this log, this hollow log. Pretty cool. And then we looked inside and someone left a little treasure. Oh well, what do you do? So we've made it all the way around. And now we're walking along the lakeside here. We're almost back at camp. Very nice walk. Good stuff first thing in the morning.
Find out.
Leigh doing the Leigh thing.
Oh no. What? A little bit further.
Hospitals are far way away.
I know it's safe because there's poop up here.
Oh, oh no.
Somebody else is there first.
Take up one challenge before you totally done.
You guys look like ants from up here.
You can limb the tree, you can buck the tree to length, you can split it, you can make kindling, you can make a feather board, you can do all of those things just with the axe. You can't really do that with any other tool. But if you're not carrying a Broadingham fancy titanium bow, saw, and your saw breaks, then you're reliant on your axe, especially if it's 20 below and you're 20 miles from nowhere. This is still pretty dangerous because I'm making contact up here. I've got a pivot point down there. I've got the block that's raised up off the ground. There's just a lot of variables, okay? So one thing we can do is take the log and move it like this, okay? We're still gonna work on the back side, but we're gonna split vertical like this. And what I like to do, so an axe has for wanting to blow apart. So what I wanna do is start on the end grain, okay? So I'm gonna hang the toe over. Like that. So now, instead of making contact up here, I'm making contact up here, and there's way less chance of things going wonky. Okay, position, we're going to hang the toe over the edge, and we can hook it all together like this. Okay, and then we're just going to bring it all down in one piece. Now this is buried in the log, and instead of twisting the axe, I just twist the wood. Okay. The same.
I always have to laugh at our trainers. Well, trainers will come up in Tulsa, and they'll come in just about November, December, and like, oh, this ain't too cold. I'm like, no, this is still nice. Come back in February. Yeah.
Longest month of the year.
It is. It is. Yeah. I came over and my wife said, well, what do you do? You were looking at the sled and the snowshoes. That's nice. I know since we make.
So it's Friday, and people are starting to arrive. You can see the tents are filling up now. Everybody has the same kind of tent, because that's the way they roll. Very popular, these tents. I am heading up to Leigh and the family, and we're going to sit around the fire. There's the vendors. Hopefully you can see this.
So they hold it on the bottom with their thumb tip on there. Yeah, and it gets to the point where that air
And
bubble
these
then runs up, and right as it goes
guys
under,
make knives.
some punctures through.
The one guy forges the
So that's how
steel,
you pop the hole in the side of the
and
can.
the other guy
And then you open
makes
top
the
and
handles
shop.
and the sheaths. Look at these things.
Interesting.
They are awesome.
Taking a video for his friends while I'm talking about shotgunning.
For a what?
No.
Look at that. And there they are there, giving me a hard time. You saw them before.
You know, my cheap
And,
little Vulcan hammers that I use.
He's shaping some steel. He's got it in his little forge, propane forge.
So I just got them set
Pretty
again,
cool.
and then I just like drizzled a bunch of G-flex on the top and just sink down in there.
Really nice knives. Here he is working that blade now. They look like. 13 minutes later, you have a knife like this.
Right. Exactly. 13 minutes later. Really long 13
In
minutes.
13 minutes.
A few years ago, like, hey, come on the show. I'm like, I don't need that kind of stress.
I actually timed myself the last couple of sheaths that I stitched up on Thursday morning before coming down here. Because I timed myself a year or two ago, and it was like an hour or so per sheath. Which surprised me.
Look at these knives. Look at this. This is. Look at that.
For kind of a general purpose, like around the
Beautiful
farm,
wood.
like, type of knife. Like
And then, of course-
none of them have the final edge on them yet. This year I decided I'd put the edge on it when someone buys it.
They make snowshoes. Check them out. Very cool. You can come and pay a couple of bucks and make your snowshoes, and they'll make sure they're all good and covered up and good stuff. Pretty cool. Something they added from last year is they put in a new climbing thing. So that's pretty cool. All the young uns. No old guys doing that.
So if you look, we're welded kind of in the center on the back here. We're not welded all the way through. Sure. Some of it didn't stick, but we're going to see what happens anyway. Yeah. We may break the weld. You'll man the fire. And it'll have character.
You want welding heat? I'll give you welding heat.
You can give me welding. You want welding, you got it. Just trying to round this on a little bit.
Trying to stop it from splitting.
Okay.
Perfect. I like that.
We need the electric welder or the gas welder. We come in and touch that and be done with it.
Yeah.
You know?
So this was from the carving class that I went to. You'll see me do my chip carving. But this was the other choice you could do. You could make a spoon, a bowl. This young lady's been doing this for 18 hours now. Kidding. But she's been working on it, and it's further than I would have got. That's for sure. cool. And of course they have all the boxes and everything is free. If you do a good job on the chip carving, gives you a box to take home and carve it. So very cool. Does a great job, very knowledgeable. So Saturday afternoon, I got up this morning, made myself some coffee, breakfast. It was raining. Got through that. It took me forever to get the fire going. Today was go out and do some courses, and I did one of my favorite courses at this camp, and that is the woodworking guy, Roger. Very smart, very knowledgeable, knows all about steels, knife styles, sharpening, all those good things we all need to know about. Every time I go there I learn something new. Last year we made the stools, and I don't know if you've seen the video. I'll put a link in the description to the three-legged stool that I carved the legs on. We did that last year. We made those stools, and I brought mine back and decided to carve the legs, and brought it to him, showed him, and he was impressed, and he said, you know, good job. Nobody ever tells me what they do with the stuff when they leave. And his courses are free. He don't charge you for anything. He provides everything, the wood, you name it, the tools to do the job. This year he had a couple of things going on. He did spoon and bowl carving. He talked about metals and sharpening and all that good stuff like he always does. And he also was, which is the one I wanted to do, which was chip carving. Something I didn't even know existed, so I wanted to know what it was about. Interesting. Very cool way to pretty up a piece of wood. So now I've learned something new, and probably the next walking stick I do will have that on it or something. Will be on it. I've already looked at it and thought, I wonder if I do this with it or that. The horror. Anyway, it was a great course, as always. Always learned something there. And Leigh and everybody, they went to courses. Leigh does every year does his screen printing course, where he provides t-shirts.
Oh yeah.
I did.
And he has a screen print that he designs every year for the course, for the camp. This year, you know, we do it at Camp Miller. It's a YMCA camp, a little bit up north towards the east, up by Duluth. A great place. And this year he did a t-shirt, which was a play on words on Miller Time, the beer. Pretty cool. People go down there, they pay $5 or whatever for a t-shirt, and they do their own screen print of it, and off they go. So they did that this morning. They were a little busy, I think, that a lot of people. So they got through that, but I spent most of the day. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. I was at that woodworking class. It's an all-day thing. People come and go. You come in, you do a little bit of whittling and wander off and go and do something else, come back. He's there. And yeah, I came back and wanted to finish what I started, and oops, another whittling injury for George. Oh well, what do you do? I'll be back at it. Saw a lot of people from last year. Met some new people. Always a good time here. I like it here. I tend to hide away in the woods on my own where I camp. Most of the people come and bring their winter camp tents, the hot tents, and they set them up down on the field there. There's hundreds of them. So I'm pretty sure by the time you see this video, I got my 5,000 subscribers that I was hoping for before the end of the year. Came a little bit sooner. Not that I'm complaining. So I'm pretty sure you'll have seen the 5K giveaway. I'm going to give everybody about 10 days to get the comments in and let me know so that we can do the drawing for the giveaway. Hopefully everybody likes it, and I do appreciate everybody's support. So there you go. I will be going, there's a keynote speaker tonight, and do a presentation, talk about something to do with winter camping or things like that. And then we have a big bonfire, and there's a beer garden thingy, well, a bar, and bring your own if you want, and food and all sorts of good things. Everybody has a good time, and then in the morning we all get up early, pack up, and head on home. So that's where we are. So this is the last night of the gathering. Everybody comes together for a bonfire. They have music. All very cool. Everybody stands around the bonfire chatting. This is a great camp. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Pretty sure I'll be back again. Got some knives coming in, and do some whittling. I need to make a walking stick. I've been thinking about that for a while. I haven't done a walking stick in a while, so it'd be nice to do some whittling and put a couple of things together that I learned here and add some things to what I do to a walking stick. You know, change the handle, do it a little different, add some things, and hopefully it'll be a good one. Just say. Thanks for watching. And you all be safe out there. See you again soon.